So we're going to talk about some updates in the case of 8-year-old Isaiah Harrison out of Linwood, California. Isaiah's father and grandmother were both in court today for their hearings. They didn't appear Friday as they were supposed to. However, they both appeared today and they are both being charged with torture, murder, willful cruelty to child, possible injury and death, willful harm or injury resulting in death, and accessory after the fact, which is the knowledge of the crime. Now, Anna will be back on the 20th and Daniel will be back on November 25th. Both are still in custody with a $2 million bail set. There's a lot of updates in this case, but I'm just going to give some of the quick ones, and please watch tomorrow. I'll post when I have a longer YouTube video up. One of the first updates is that we finally have record of Isaiah, and his full name being Isaiah Harrison, in the Los Angeles County Coroner's medical reports. He was not showing up there, and one of the concerning issues here is authorities were having a difficult time identifying his full name, his date of birth, did he go to school, and all of those details that are important. Those files are now up to date. It is showing that as of right now, the autopsy is complete physically, but it is deferred, the result of it. And that is because we're going to be waiting on toxicology reports. Unfortunately, the wait for toxicology in Los Angeles could delay this a few months before those results come in. With that being said, we do have information from the charges that are in court, from the sheriff's department, from the district attorney, that it's being alleged that Isaiah unfortunately suffered abuse over a long period of time and succumbed to his injuries. This is a case where we have a lot of question marks again. All these family members that were the grown-ups in their home are arrested and charged for the unaliving of Isaiah. And there seems to not be a lot of information. And I'm really grateful because I have had an anonymous source that has come forward and provided some information to give a little bit of insight into what was going on in this apartment complex. This neighbor and others in news stories as well have noted that most only saw Destiny Harrison in passing, when she's either walking her dog within the complex or walking her dog outside of the complex. Not many even were aware that there was a little boy, 8-year-old Isaiah, living in that home. And it's also been noted that not many were aware there was even a 16-year-old living in the home. And neighbors that have lived there for many years don't even really see anyone go in or out of that apartment. And it's even incredibly hard to see anything in because the windows to the apartment are completely blocked out. Now, there is a 13-year-old in the home, and the 13-year-old reportedly does have Down syndrome. The 13-year-old would be Isaiah's father, Daniel, his sibling. And that was the sibling that was seen being picked up from the bus stop every day outside the apartment complex. Destiny would wait outside for him and bring him inside. And this was the only child in the home that was physically going to school. Isaiah and the 16-year-old were being homeschooled. Many neighbors aren't even aware of the new baby in the home, Destiny and Daniel's new daughter, who's 9 months old. They're saying that they never saw her outside. This part is speculation, and it's possible that the 9-month-old daughter also has special needs within the family, but it's not something that we can verify as truth at this time. Now, when it comes to other family members, some information is that the father, Daniel, was known to be problematic in the community. He has had incidents with other neighbors without getting into any specifics at this time. Now, this neighbor is also forthcoming about how the community felt after finding out about this tragedy. What made it really difficult is that there was no name, there were no photos, nobody seemed to know of this child's existence. Now, I'm incredibly grateful to the neighbor that did step forward with this information, and I guaranteed to keep their identity anonymous, and I will uphold that. If anybody else has information that they want to talk about, again, I will keep you anonymous. There's no need for anybody to have to know your name. But the story is what matters here. Isaiah's story is what matters. And for him to not have a face, a name out there in the beginning of all this is beyond sickening and sad and wrong. because no child should have to live like that. I applaud the neighbors that worked to even find a photo of him to put outside in the vigil. And we still don't even have photos of him that are recent, that are current, of an 8-year-old that was about to turn 9. We don't have that in this case. I hope that everyone in that apartment complex, as well as anybody else that knew Isaiah and the other children in the home, make sure to take care of yourselves. Please make sure to talk to a mental health professional, family, friends, communicate, and make sure you are just taking care of yourself, because what you're going through is a trauma. I'm going to leave it at that on the updates for this case right now. I'm going to continue to look into this case and cover it. I want to thank you for taking time out of your life to spend some time here and learn about Isaiah's story. If you can, something that just gives a little help to the channel, please make sure you are liking, sharing, and subscribing, following the account. It just helps. And if you are somebody that has more to telling Isaiah's story, please feel free to reach out to me. You can message me here, or you can also send me an email at my Gmail, which is thelightwithmarissa@gmail.com. Thank you for taking some time to shed light on Isaiah's case.